Welcome to Sands of Time Stories. I'm your host, El Shaddai, aka Shirtless Wonder, and today we're going to talk about why I wanted to play football. Stay tuned. So welcome back, guys. The reason why I wanted to play football was because where I grew up. I grew up in a place called 30th Street in Palmetto, Florida. So for those of you that don't know, it's a nice street filled with family, friends, everybody know one another. And we all close and we all look after each other. So I grew up on that street, and a lot of people had football legacies upon that street. So I was a young kid, and I was impressed by the fact that grown men were enamored with what somebody else did on the football field. I was like, dang, you can get respect for that? You can get... So that enamored me, that impressed me. So my uncles ended up playing at high school and winning state championships at Manatee High School. So I was around during that time, being born during that time, and just kind of seeing the legacy. My uncle went to the NFL. I just kind of saw how they treated him and how they looked at him. So that was one of the reasons that made me want to play football. Coming from where I'm from and seeing my uncles and seeing a football legacy. And even my dad had a legacy playing semi-pro football as a punter, though. The other reason I wanted to play ball was because I had an older brother, you know what I'm saying? So he was 3 years older, you know. We would play together, we'd do everything together. So hey, it was always me trying to close that gap, trying to close the size gap, trying to close the age gap, trying to close the mobility gap in between us. So that was my chase. And then he started playing football for my dad's team, and I'm like, dang, I want to play. Like, no, you're too young, you're too young. I was 5 years old. So I was too young, so I had to wait 2 years to watch my brother play. Then I was able to get out there. My dad snuck me out there as a little 7-year-old. I wasn't supposed to be out there, so my dad snuck me out there anyway. So after that, my first season, we ended up playing my first season. I had finished the season with 1 interception, and I remember one game, I almost had 2. And then I remember one game, they ended up putting me at defensive tackle, right over the ball. Say, get right over the ball. As soon as they hike it, you go in the backfield and tackle the quarterback before he hand it off. So that was my assignment. I'm like, yeah, I'm playing a new position. Let's go. Let's see what they do. I ain't no big boy, obviously. So say hike, I just jump over the center, and I'm just in the backfield instantly. And I'm like, what? Tackling the quarterback before he hand it off. Do it again. I tackle him again. He almost handed off. Next time he hand it off, and I let him go and tackle the running back there. They like, boy, that's your new position. So that was how my first season went. So there you have it, guys. The reasons I wanted to play football, because I was impressed by the legacy that my uncles left behind and how everybody was looking at them for what they accomplished on the football field. What my dad did. He was my dad. He was coaching. So hey, you're a son of a coach. You're pretty much gonna play that same sport. Older brother inspired me, you know, seeing him do the things that he did, and hey, I want to do the same things. He was the greatest football player I knew. So I always say he set the bar high, so I'm always chasing something high. I knew I was chasing something good. Hey, if I can reach that ever, it was going to be something great on the inside of me and that I'm going to produce. So then finally, I just realized I was a good tackler and a good hitter for my size, and so I got the position cornerback. So that was how I kind of learned my position. But man, I love football, man, because you learn so much. So that's why I chose to play football. What's your reasons for playing football? Thanks for tuning in. Peace out.